Everyone can hear me up here?
Oh, yeah. You got your father's voice.
School teacher voice.
First of all, allow me to extend a great big thank you for coming out and sharing in Dean Jin Young's special day. One often takes for granted the important people in their lives, but let the record show that I love you all very, very much. Life truly does have a very unique way of working itself out. Consider my decision to move to Korea a few years ago. For 1 year and no more. I'd see another part of the world, make a little money, and move back to the friendly confines of Nova Scotia. Circumstances being as they were, however, I decided that, what the hell? I'll stay another year. Why not? This decision brings us to this gathering today. You see my fiance, or my fiance. you see my former co-teacher, that sounds even worse. Former co-teacher in Korea had to take a leave in my second year. Applying for and successfully receiving that position was Park Jin Young. My first impression when Jin Young walked into the small office I had at school, and yes, we shared an office at school, was that this girl is much hotter than my last co-teacher. My second impression of her was just how hard she worked. I would leave school around 4:30, but Jin Young would remain there, often several hours later, preparing for what she does so very well, teaching. My Jin Young is the most passionate, loving, and talented teacher that I know. School life together continued, and with the exception of some mild flirting, we were always professional. Until we went to a baseball game in late August. Korean baseball games are less so centered around my beloved sport as they are about letting loose, eating dried squid, and drinking mekju, aka beer. Having consumed a handsome amount that night, as did Jin Young, I seen her in a different light. More carefree and slightly less professional. Later that night, I would serenade her. The song she asked me to sing at the karaoke room that night was Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
That's romantic.
At that moment, I knew I had found my girl. As I got to know Jin Young more, my heart let it be known that I cared for her deeply. What also became much more difficult was maintaining professionalism at the office. Occasionally, Jin Young's eyes would be met with a sly wink on my behalf, and she would smile in return. However, time was not on our side in Korea. We both knew I would leave, and there was very little either of us could do about it. More often than not, we chose to ignore the fact that we would be separated. Leaving Korea was one of my life's most difficult moments. As we disappeared from the airport, from each other, not even my sly wink could distract the tears of Jin Young's eyes. Nor did I do a good job at preventing those in mine. But like all great love stories, our love persevered. And with the exception of her visiting me in Canada and I visiting her in Korea for a grand total of 4 weeks, Jin Young and I were separated for a year. But all of this perseverance has resulted in this day. Surrounded by the people in my life whom I love, Jin Young and I have demonstrated that amidst all of life's twists, turns, occasional roadblocks, love will conquer all. Jin Young, thank you for making me the luckiest man in all of this world. And from this day forward, I cannot wait to conquer all of life's challenges together with you. Jin Young, my sweet, I love you.
Kids!